Boonerific gets so many Moabs. I was checking out his channel. He gets a lot of Moabs. If you like Call of Duty gameplay, be sure to check him out. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm pretty sure I am, but if I'm not, my bad. He just got all these kills in like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Pretty crazy. Nice clip. But anyways, moving on into the episode. What's up, y'all? This is MGoVA, and this is episode 5 of my Southampton Manager Mode series, otherwise known as Return to Glory. And thank you guys for leaving your vote for goal of the episode. The Adam Lallana free kick was goal of the episode. I thought it was pretty obvious, and I'm glad that y'all agreed with me. And looking at the table, we are in 8th place with only 5 wins, 10 games in. Not the best record, but we're not, you know, there's still plenty of time in the season. We're not doing as bad as I thought we would do in the worst case scenario. So we still have some improvements that we need to work on, but you know what, we're doing the best that we can so far in the season. And in this first game, we were playing Doncaster, and they were a pretty poor offensive team. I guess they really just sat back and defended the whole game pretty much. And I had so many chances, but I just couldn't finish just because they played with almost 5 or 6 defenders the whole time. It was pretty hard to penetrate their defense, but we would eventually get through that tough defense through Adam Lallana from the pass from Tenedari Lee, our substitute, who I think is Japanese. But just look at that pass. It's a nice pass across the keeper. Not really a sweaty goal because the keeper saw a chance. And Adam Lallana, pretty much our most important player, uses his left foot to just slot it home in the bottom right corner. But of course, the CPU comes right back before halftime to tie the game at 1 goal apiece. A frustrating first half as we kind of dominated, but they were still able to tie it up. And we decided to bring on Puncheon in the second half, which proved to be a huge substitution because there's Christig missing the shot, the Italian sensation, but there's Jason Puncheon right there, putting home the rebound. It's kind of a hard shot, to be honest, like a volley. He roofed it, and the keeper didn't really have a chance, so it was a pretty nice finish. And of course, they pushed everyone forward. And if that goal by Puncheon wasn't enough, there's the goal from Iago Falque to really seal our victory. They just pushed too many players forward once they were down the goal. So the final score was 3-1 for Southampton over Doncaster. They were just kind of a poor offensive team. They just kind of sat back and clogged the midfield, so it'd be harder for me to score. But taking our win record up to 6. So 6 wins in 11 games, and I think it was 3 draws, only 2 losses. Not doing terribly. We're slowly but surely climbing up the table. And in the first half against Derby, talk about a defensive team. I mean, this was such a boring game. I mean, I had so many chances. The keeper, it wasn't really so much their defense sitting back as it was their keeper just making amazing saves, as y'all can see. Adam Lallana has a chance and hits the post, and taking it past halftime is what I meant to say. I mean, we were just dominating and dominating and dominating. We even got a penalty. We finally had our chance to break through against Derby County, and Billy Sharp steps up and hits it off the crossbar. Are you kidding me? So many chances to take the lead, but it's still 0-0 in the 67th minute. Adam Lallana with a nice bit of skill at the top of the box, but they're able to steal it. But we actually do get the free kick, so similar to the free kick that was goal of the episode in the beginning of this episode from last episode. Similar free kick area, Adam Lallana steps up. You think he's going to make it, right? No, it's barely wide right. A really nice free kick, just not quite able to slot it home. And here's another look at it. Just barely going right. And I mean, it was just frustrating. But anyways, moving on into the 82nd minute, we pushed way too many players forward because I felt like we were dominating. We could have easily scored, and this is a 4-on-2 break. We have some other defenders lagging behind, but there's not much we can do. I pretty much just try and take them out from behind just because I don't want them to get across an easy tap in, which results in a yellow card. Jose Fonte is frustrated. My defenders are frustrated. I'm frustrated. And in the 90th minute, Derby County gets a throw in on the left side of the field. Some nice midfield play. Bailey gives it to Davies. He crosses it into Ward, and he slots it home to give them the 1-0 lead. But would it be enough to win the game in the 90th minute? Yes, it would. That goal will take us into the full-time whistle, 1-0. But looking at the table, you know, trying to be optimistic here, we are sitting in 8th place on 12, with 12 games played on 6 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. So not the best record. I think it's like 21 points I saw, and not the worst. So we're kind of coming into our own as a team. Besides that last result could have been so much better. But it showed promise because we dominated them. We just couldn't finish. We just had to have that last, you know, clinical, that venomous unrelenting forward to just be able to slot those chances home that we couldn't finish. But look at that defending from Jose Fonte. Just horrible, horrible defending. It just kind of hits off his head, and their forward's able to just tap it home. And look at that rocket of a shot from, I would say, 28 yards out. He's just smashing that off the crossbar. Could have gone anywhere, but it doesn't go in the back of the net. And look at that save. But look at Lee Holmes, the substitute. Actually, not the substitute. I think he started this game just because of fatigue problems. But he's not a normal starter, but he got his minutes this game and was able to prove himself. And look at the speed from Steve DeRitter, taking our lead up to 2-1. Steve DeRitter's pace is, I think, 91 or something like that. He's an extremely fast. He has high acceleration, high sprint speed, but he's an extremely pacey outside winger, and I'm happy with what he's been doing for us so far. And looking at the full-time score, we actually get the result 2-1 over Hull City. So that's a pretty nice result in our third game of this episode. And moving on to the final game, we're in 6th place, so at least we're finally in at least a playoff position if the season ended today. Really picking up the pace in these last few games. I mean, besides that Derby County game, but I'm not really trying to think about that. And looking at the starting lineup, you see Adam Lallana with 5 goals and 4 assists already. And I think it's like 12 or 13. Yeah, this is 13 games in. So he's performing at a really high level for us. He's pretty much the MVP of this team, even though in soccer you don't really say MVP, but I just said it. And Morgan Schneiderlin gets a nice chance at the top of the box, not quite able to finish it. Billy Sharp, look at this. He takes on the entire defense. Look at this play. If he had only finished this, takes it past the whole defense, and the keeper makes a glorious save. If only he was able to finish that, that probably would have been goal of the episode. But Aiden White right there, he's a pretty good young player for Leeds. But look at this goal. I'm really, really happy with this goal off the long throw. Really direct soccer. I kind of like playing direct for some reason. That's kind of how Southampton plays in real life. And Billy Sharp is able to finish it off the flick-on header. But take another look at this goal. Look at the throw-in, how far he was able to throw it in. Fraser Richardson actually has the long throw trait, so if y'all are looking to be like, you know, a team that plays kind of direct, Southampton is a pretty good choice because they have, you know, Fraser Richardson, who has a long throw trait. They have some really good forwards who are good at heading, like Ricky Lambert, Billy Sharp. I sold Ricky Lambert, but that's just another good player to have on a direct-minded team. And look at this play from Adam Lallana, taking it past the defender, giving it to the forward, who's going to shoot it. But look at that save from the keeper. Pretty nice save. And in the 82nd minute on the corner from Lallana, able to cross it in and get a nice head on the ball, but just not quite able to get enough power to really take it past the keeper. And look at that shot from Fox, but it just sails a little bit wide. So at the full-time whistle, it was 1-1. And if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And leave in the comments what you think was goal of the episode. So thanks for watching, y'all. This has been MGoVA. Stay lavish. And tell me if you want more of this series. Deuces, y'all. I'm out of here.